Hey, welcome to the Vintner series, February 2010. I'm here with my co-host Ed Masciana. Okay, so that's pretty predictable.
Some things you just can't change, you know?
Having a blast today, actually. It's raining outside and wet on the shoulders, but we're here shooting this video for you guys, and we're having some fun with some wines. And the first one that we're tasting, which is this frosted cake Merlot, I'm very excited about because we were involved with the blending and the consulting of the wine, making of the wine.
Yeah, and you did actually a pretty good job.
Well, thank you. You know, the winery sought out and the winemaker sought us out to look at the brand, to make some decisions about the quality, make some decisions about what it's going to taste like. And this is the first bottling, and I'm really excited about it.
Tremendous.
Not to be confused with layered cake.
No.
And then I saw the other day on the wine shelves cupcake.
Oh, what about beef cake?
Or well, you have lost some weight, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay,
right.
So,
yeah.
All right. So I love the color of this. Still youthful in its color.
Well, it should be. I mean, it's 2007, which is a great vintage in the Napa Valley. It's Napa Valley Merlot. This isn't, your California Merlot that could have been, come from Podunk or wherever. It's Napa Valley, and it tastes just like it. I mean, it's really lovely bottle of Merlot.
When you consider they just bottled this only really weeks ago.
Really, that's amazing.
It's still going to open up some more. But I get, and you said it when we started the segment before we started the camera was American oak.
Yeah.
What is that? Why?
Well, because I get a little bit of that spice character, a little bit of that kind of dill, which is not a bad thing unless it's overdone, which it's not in this particular case. It's absolutely delicious, and it's got that vanilla, obvious vanilla, but it's not overdone. It's all in balance with the fruit component and the acid and the tannin levels. One thing I learned about this when I was writing about it, Merlot Clone 181.
Oh.
I didn't know about it.
I chose that one.
Yeah. Well, you have to read the newsletter, but the fact is, one of the reasons why this wine is so good is because it tends to not overcrop, which means fewer grapes per vine, more intensity in each grape. It's just like roses or anything else, and it shows.
Well, the retail on this is $22.99 at most wine shops. The first one was at $16.99, and the reorders are at $13.99. And I would put that up against any $19 wine at the wine shops and or the chains.
No, delicious Merlot.
It's really,
real classy.
The balance is great.
It's
and I can't wait for it after it gets a little bottle age that it's going to just continue to develop. I gave it 91 points. I'm sticking with the 91 points.
I'm going to go with 93. I think it's a terrific bottle of Merlot. Okay.
You're always trying to two up me.
Two up me. Well, first it was one up, but now because of inflation, we're up to two up. Okay.
Work with it. All right. The white wine is for the main wine is the Lucas
and Lewellen Riesling.
I was hesitant to do a Riesling in the fall like this, in the winter, because it's really a spring to summer wine, but this was so good that I got to feature this, and I didn't want it to get away from us. It's a 2008.
It's a wonderful bottle of wine. Riesling can be drunk at any point in time, and it just is spectacular.
And Santa Barbara being a great place for Riesling, really.
Well, actually, yeah, it is Santa Barbara County. I actually knew Louis Lucas almost 30 years ago when I was back in my HMR days. He was one of our growers that I bought.
HMR?
Yeah.
Holy Mackerel or something?
Yeah, Holy Mackerel Reserve. It's a crazy guy, absolutely nutcase, but he grew some great grapes 30 years ago, and here he is still doing it. It's amazing.
One thing this is not atypical of a German Riesling is it's kind of fat.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that lean German character because of the weather's different. But you're right on with the white peach. But the body is so incredible.
It's a big wine. I mean, it's definitely a winter wine. I mean, you could have this with, winter fish stews or chicken or veal, and it would work really well.
Veal sounds good.
Yeah. Delicious bottle of wine. And again, a great price. Regular $17.99. First bottle is $12.99. And the reorder is $10.99.
That's,
again.
There's too much character for that. We should charge more.
Okay.
Too late.
Definitely a 91.
I agree. 91 points. Lucas Lewellen Riesling, 2008, Santa Barbara.
Where the lights that flash? Okay.
Tyler, we put some sound effects in that one.
All right. Our alternates are a couple of really fun wines. I mean, this.
Just tasting that.
Wait a minute. You have the wrong wine here.
No, you're looking at the Lamura.
Oh.
The red. Remember?
How do I know?
You're Sicilian,
well,
as far as you know.
Yeah, as far as I know. There is some doubt about a lot of things here.
This is interesting wine for a couple of reasons. One, it's a screw cap from Sicily, which I thought would never happen. But And I was just telling Ed earlier that the sales guys have gotten really lazy with these screw caps because they come down and I go down to taste the wines and instead of opening, they just sit them there. And I have to unscrew them. You know how rude that is? I got to unscrew them.
I think it's terrible. You know, I mean, but a man of his stature unscrewing a bottle of wine.
I did have a young lady call from Texas, and she canceled the club, and she says, I will not accept screw cap wines. And I said, ma'am, you know, about 50% of what I taste now comes in screw caps.
Right, and really, it'll be 100% soon.
So this is reeks of Mediterranean offshore winds. It's just got so much character. I love this wine. And what's the grapes in this?
I was just looking for that. I'm pretty sure it's Nero Diavolo, which is pretty much the nose. It's got that real earthy kind of component, but it's also got wonderful sweet cherry and black cherry fruit, you know.
That's what I like about it. It almost tastes like carbonic, but it's not. It will age a little bit. It's got a nice crisp finish.
And I love the package. I think it's such a cool looking label.
Pretty new world packaging.
Very new world package for an old world grape. And it's one of the workhorse grapes, Nero Diavolo, in Sicily. And it's absolutely delicious. Great with stews, you know, any kind of lamb dishes or pheasant, duck.
I keep wanting to taste it because there's so much going on.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to come back to it because it's really fun.
It's a very exotic tasting wine, and yet it's not so over the top that it's crazy. $13.99 was the first
order.
Yeah, and then it comes down to $10.99, got $11. I could drink this all day long.
And you wrote leather and earth, which I get, and then that berries in the middle.
Yeah.
So it's wrapped. You know, so the berries are wrapped by the leather and earth. Really great.
And it's only a 91 point wine.
91.
Yeah. Okay. Even though he put 89, so just ignore that. It's 91.
Okay. Alternates. That was the alternate red. The alternate white is. You look at it and you think it's from Italy, right? Villa San Maurice.
Oh yeah, Villa San Maurice, definitely.
2008 Pinot Grigio, and then underneath it says California.
That's the tip-off.
Right.
It's California.
Right. But quality-wise, character-wise, and labeling, the gentleman that made this wine was looking for an Italian feel, and that's what it is.
Well, hard to believe, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, but in the world of grapes in California, Pinot Grigio is now the most sought-after grape in all of California, and one of the highest-priced grapes because everybody wants Pinot Grigio, even from California.
I personally am not a huge fan of that. Pinot Grigio being an oaked, developed wine. I think they should be clean, crisp, young, drink them, have fun with them, and move on to the next vintage. I'm not a big fan of the Santa Margherita, though I think they're good. I just don't think that that's an oak that likes oak that much. And this is a nice, crisp, clean version of Pinot Grigio from California.
It's absolutely delicious. I mean, they started huge plantings of Pinot Grigio about 15 years ago in California, and I think this is one of the best examples. Regular price is $15.99. The first bottle came to get $14.99. The reorders are $11.99. I'll take
Pinot Grigio. No, it could have been Villa San Johnson. You know, it's from California, right? Or Villa San Smith, but no, it's Villa San Maurice, which is kind of a French-sounding name, but really good Pinot Grigio.
Wow.
So Italian
really
grape from
finish.
California with a French name.
Really great finish and melony. It's got that melon component. It's amazing. I mean, very similar to really good Italian Pinot Grigios, which you're not going to get for $12 or even 11 or 12. So 91 points.
I have 89 here again, and there's something. I think the computer has a glitch.
That's what it is.
It's got to be a computer problem.
It's a computer problem, ladies and gentlemen.
I give it a 90.
Hush falls over the room. Okay.
See you at the limited series.